I'm just going to go through quickly on how to raise the seat height on a Harley Davidson Street Rod 750, XG750A. First I wanted to point out, I had a couple comments about the waterproofing and how raising the seat height affects the waterproofing of the electrics and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell you, when I read the comments, I found them to be quite humorous. Partially because let's just take a look at the side cover removed, the seat removed. You can see how the relays are like very exposed. You can look and see that water, regardless, even with the passenger seat not moved, that water gets everywhere. That's what happens when you ride a motorcycle in the rain. And to prove this, let's look over here. This is a 2015 Suzuki TU250X. I bought this bike brand new. I love this little duffer. But this side cover is actually secured on with a nut. That's not. But you can kind of just look in here and look, here's the starting relay. And look, it's behind a waterproof cover. Wow. I mean, the Japanese have been doing this kind of design for, I don't know, 30, 40 years now. And it doesn't fail. This little bike right here, you can see like everything's secured, everything's waterproof and protected like it should be. This is not protected. It's just asinine to say that the cover protects from water. Clearly, you know, this bike was not designed with big rain rides in mind. So, check engine light has not gone off since I've done this repair, or this Jimmy. This is just great. I can't wait to show the dealer that. But it's really this brand's fault. I mean, I'm not gonna cover it up. They just did a really bad job. Like, who puts exposed relays out face up like that? Just dumb. Anyways, so let's get back to raising seat height. As you can see, there's a bunch of components here, and when I made my little custom pad raiser, I had this in mind. I didn't want to put any pressure on any of these components. This is your battery box. This is your starting relay solenoid, which is also another thing that was triggering, which is a part of this relay this was the problem of causing the check engine light. But anyways, as you can see, I created this pad. I had a spare pad. I filled it up with wood and foam so that it kind of conforms nicely to the frame. You see how it's triangular cut? So it sits right on there. I bent this tab up and then installed. You can see where the original slide is, and then I installed, it was just a hose clamp cut with some screws to increase the flap, and then that slides over the tab, and then you wiggle it on and it increases the height. Of course, it's not quite even. I have to kind of wiggle it on some more. I can't do it with one hand. And then I created this bracket. It's basically a stud. This is a nut stud from a 2001 Yamaha FZ1 cylinder head. I had an FZ1. I put about 84,000 miles on, and I had a spare motor that I used for parts, and I just had that head bolt. So it's basically that, and a spacer. Kind of sits on like that, and then this hex bolt just slides through, and it secures the seat, so you have that increased seat height. And then there's a gap there, and I fill it with, I keep my these are actually waterproof mitts. Great to have, especially when you get caught in the rain. I've used them a couple of times, but it also fills the gap, so it's not like you can see straight through, but also it's there to have. It's a nice piece of equipment to have just in case in the rain. So basically, that's how I raised the seat height of my XG750A. Like I said, I was having a hard time doing about 20-30 miles with hip pain, and then when I did the seat height adjustment, my ride length increased tenfold. I can do 200-300 miles, no problem. I've done 400-500 mile days. It is a bit of a stretch on a naked bike, just because it's a naked bike, but it's no longer the hip problem. So that's my little tidbits on how to raise the seat. That's how I did it. Like, comment, whatever. That's cool. You know, I'm interested to see what people's feedback is about the seat height raising and my discovery of the electrics. I mean, direct comparison right there. I mean, a 2013 or 2015 Suzuki TU250X has better electronic design than this street rod. So, but yep, that's my review. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.